courting is not explained. When I say it is teached, it is not explained.
Isn't it something
So,
that is just supposed to like happen?
and yeah, well, courting in essence is supposed to be a short, brief period of time in which you get to know the person on a more intimate level. And when I say intimate nowadays, don't know why people use that fuck immediately. Fuck you that. Intimate mean them dreams, them goals, them aspirations, them fears, them desires, what them want out of life, what them see themselves in the next 5, 7 years. Do them see themselves married? Do them see themselves, you know, traveling the world? That's what it means to be intimate with somebody. Something there, because most people don't normally tell people, you know, what them mind there, what them want to do, because you're guarding your dreams. Here. But you say you want marriage, these are the things you have to be put on the table. Nowadays, people believe you have to safeguard them things that from the person you are married, because you have some innate fear that the man or the woman is going to Ku Klux behind them and not go on a corner. So very good. You have a very good while. I said to myself, say, oh, I couldn't trust my wife. I know it's all a way, but say to me because what's been happening to me is that other fears and bad blood and bad this and him not like you and the girl a bitch and the boy the fuck up my friend and nothing good, yo. To be honest, I'm surprised me if I get married. I'm not saying I will. I'm approaching
Oh,
this 10
but
years, right?
isn't that always what's said by people who get married though? You know, I'm surprised I got married and this and that. To be honest, anytime you hear that,
No, because you know what? What I know. Normally, a man will say that either two reasons. Him say that him just now see the benefits of the long term engagement of being with this woman. Second, she just wasn't the utopic fairy tale where most people. Listen, me and a man talk before I call you. Before me answer the link. The man will tell me say, yo, Ray, marriage. Oh yeah, when you're in love. I say, what? Love? I say, oh, stop that shit right, that's all. Wait a second. Chance it. Ah. Eh. Oh, the Honda look good. Is the Honda, you know? It look good. You know, it will look like the Lexus. You see, the way I'm copy the phone and that. The way I'm copy the phone and that. The back design, if you look at the Lexus one, I must say it's a Lexus. I'm gonna look at that's the age. You know, me see them, they want to okay, fucking things I make now. Yes, yes, yes. So ugly, but yet so expensive. You must be mad. Oh my God, it's like our artist in Kanye West make some clothes and shoes. Ugly in the hell, but people are buying like hot bread. Make that sense. Mhm. Mhm. Well, look at it this way. They're not being made in Germany. They're being made in the US. Not enough people don't know. Majority of the car them what they in the USA right now. Most of them don't import it. Most of them are made here now. Benz has its own company here, like most of the Asian company them. No factory here. Most of them. Toyota have one. Um, Benz, Lexus. Just America now. America is a capital of this country. Yeah. If you have the money, you just buy the rights fee. So you can be exclusively that type of dealer. Which man this near drive here? Yeah, so we block this race and beating Clyde at this. So I'm gonna block him. That's the data? Yeah. Hmm. So. Uh, hmm?
Hmm. Yes, I.
The devil's a liar. You like? Ah, bless up. Yeah, man, say what can. So, Doctor, which is us.
Yeah.
We are back by popular demand. But,
Well, considering
mm-hmm,
considering the flack I got for some ill-advised comments,
mm-hmm.
I'd say popular demand would be the best word to use. Yes.
I know, right? Well, look at it this way. We can continue the questions. Um, quite frankly, I've written a few more that I think we look when it comes to dating and marriage because these questions normally slide into each other. Because once you are dating this person and the questions, then once you are ticking each other's boxes off, it should normally transition into the next period, which is engagement, aka you're engaged. Then the final one is supposed to be marriage. But for some strange reason, wires were crossed somewhere in the translation. Cause grown people are looking at me like I'm fucking crazy to get married. I'm like, you got married at 26? I'm like, yeah, 26 now, dude? I'm like, okay. I mean, I got the career. She seems nice. Why do I need to be fucking down the blood clot university at 30 yet? That's something we never used to get. Don't get it wrong, twisted enough. I loved fucking, but at the
Yeah,
same
but
time,
that doesn't equate.
exactly.
Does not equate to
Fuck a blood
marrying
clot
yourself.
body. This fuck a blood clot girl who I don't remember her name. Bless her, remember her face. Yeah, the pussy was good. Yeah, it was tight. Yeah, she was screaming and sweat and all manner of freaky position. But be honest with yourself. A few months down the line, you don't even remember this bitch's name. You don't remember this bitch's face. You don't remember her face. You hear me
That's
just say? You don't
it's
remember her
funny.
fucking face, bro.
Funny,
That shit is
as I
so
remember.
wrong because when I'm a man in a mess, say, yo, bumbo clad. You feel away, you know? As a father, we don't feel away for no you say, yo. You know, say, yeah, wow, well, we fucked, but I don't remember her face. We don't feel away as a father. Because fuck up as it may seem, that's exactly how I think too. That's what I feel sometimes away, but you understand? This is why I don't understand how women get so upset when men talk because unless unless it unless it reflects something negative towards you. That's what I say when I say why I get triggered if a man say a straightforward statement. I digress, right? Yes, you know, Dr. Sai, I kinda went up.
No, not really. I mean, it kind of thing. I remember my geography teacher in high school. God bless her soul. I mean, I don't know if she gone yet,
Uh,
but woman did have have a shape on her resume. But
mm-hmm,
I noticed, but I didn't indulge my
mm-hmm.
lustfulness in that time because me I look on her and say,
Uh,
yo,
uh,
what one?
and
Yeah.
this goes to all men, all engagement, and all married men. Stop pretending like you do not do it. We
Yeah,
all do
yo,
it. We
that's one of the
all.
biggest cardinal sins I've ever heard. Like, remember me
No,
was in a walk one time, Doctor Bradshaw.
I'm not have to say because some people behave like say, oh, Men don't fucking lust. We
Yeah.
lust a
Yo,
lot.
it's funny, you know.
That's
You
why
remember
I'm
I
not
walk one
man,
time, you
man, I
know.
get us in your ass thing. Oh, yeah. Mm.
You remember I walk one time, you know. Yeah, of course, you having girlfriend and the man loyal and thing, you know. Good you. And
Definitely.
this young lady, you know, one of my friend them, big bumper girl, Cuban. And the guy couldn't stop staring at her because he must say, yo, it's like in a film head, he's never seen anything like this before. You see me? She just have that kind of glow. And I being the asshole,
Yeah.
I'm just laughing my ass off because the girl I get so upset and so in her feelings. And then I just boldly say, yo, so let me ask you something very simple. If he had disliked her, wouldn't that make you still question him? Because think about it this way. If he
Uh-huh.
isn't liking what he sees, you're gonna start questioning him, don't it?
Of course you are.
So I'm
Of
gonna say,
course you are. Yo.
you cannot have you can't have
Mm-hmm.
the best of both worlds. Is either him loyal to you
Thank
but
you.
like MC, or you get me, Bradshaw, isn't me?
Yeah, of course I do. Hold on
So
there.
it's
Me
so
and my
these
wife
things
spend
I just find very interesting that
that.
most men will say about how it's wrong, but deep down they know they do the same thing because tell you what, if them man have a big belly and they say a man what look like say him blessed by Zeus himself, are they going to really look at me and tell me that they're not going to look? Really?
Sir, sir, I'm not saying nobody wants to know it. I've seen niggas walk past me and I'm like, God damn, that was a bitch, damn, yo, I'll try to deal with that nigga. Yo, and I'm shit, so, again, you understand what I say?
Yeah.
So, a man complimenting a blood clot man is gay now. And a woman say, oh, she's fine as hell. Nigga, fuck you. That's what did whoever feels some type of way about that comment. Fuck you. Fuck you and your insecurities. Fuck you for believing, say, oh, you have to be this way, or, oh, if you even, I mean, it's crying out loud. I went to KFC. You know this such shit people say to me on a day-to-day basis? I'm having a laugh off for some of them. Because I know they're joking. But in this day and age, being sarcastic is considered a death sentence. But fuck you if you feel some type of way. Personally, I'm just saying. But apart from that now, yeah, I've seen niggas I was like, oh shit. You know if my woman see me, I say, yeah. I say she look on him and don't say, oh. Damn, like, fuck I look good now. Oh God. And me and my wife have that level of comfort. You understand me? We don't have to lie to each other. We see a fat ass bitch, you're like, yo, you see that? Like, damn! Yo, I can see that from the front. I said the same thing too, baby! That shit funny as hell! Because what? The two we are indulging in some shit that would normally, quote unquote, he's insulting me. The disrespect of it all. My wife, sometimes, sir, I'm not even looking at ass. And my wife would see a fine ass. And one of the niggas like, nigga, bro, you see that? Bumbo cloud, I don't take no fuck. She would directly say it that way, but you know that's what she's saying. Like, shawty thicker than a glass of molasses. You understand? Yes, fam. Oh my God, I'm gonna tell you, it's one of the many little cute quirks of my wife. Where some people are like, oh, this is no. The fact that she can be open minded about the fact that men are visual creatures. Men look. She says, at one point when she was growing up, she never liked that because she used to believe that was disrespectful and all. I say there's a difference between looking and staring. That's where society got get it fucked up. Me say you can't look, but just don't be staring like a motherfucker, like you drool. Oh, nah, bitch. Nah, nigga, fuck you. Nah, I say, no. I mean, yeah, you see that fine ass bitch. I see that fine ass bitch. You see that fine ass nigga. I see that fine ass nigga. Yeah, we see the person. We see the female. But to act like you don't because you know how insecure your ass have to be to want to punish somebody for something that you know is normal or natural. That is crazy to me. And women will jump up and want fight me. Oh, you don't understand. My missus, right, of almost 10 years, she engages me in looking at us. Did you hear me? I'm not the one who starts the fuckery. My wife constantly starts the fuckery. And then it becomes a competition now. You say, yo, I get that booty at 6. I got you. You understand me? And I was like, I've had probably one of the most, not so easy, fuck that, that's a lie. I've had probably one of the most comfortable marriage I've had in years. Well, I mean, only one I've had in years, but you get what I'm trying to say. Honestly, this whole notion that you have to be perfect in front of your fucking spouse is crazy to me. What sense does that shit make to anyone that thinks that way? You have to pretend to be perfect because the person that you say you want to grow old with, you don't want them to judge you. My dear, my good sir, marriage is minimizing yourself. It's not about you. And I would say this because the man was been married for almost 10 years. I can relate. It's true. For those of you who have not married, for those of you who think marriage is about you first, then the person second, don't get married. When the day you say I do this, just think of a caregiver for somebody for as long as the both of you live. Your goal is to make them comfortable with you, not happy. Comfortable with you, not happy. Happiness comes as time goes on.
Yep.
The more you get to know the person, the more you get to sharing stories and so forth, the more and more you see that this person's actions speak louder than the words in your flipping head. Where I tell us that this man has to be damn near God before you submit to him. That crap is ridiculous. And I will not stop saying that shit. Are you crazy? How the hell how did people from the back in the day got married? Do you think they had to be perfect first? Seriously, society needs to drop that crap. Questions are asked. That's how they've always chosen. It was never about, and then when I hear a man, a grown man, I look at me and I tell him, say, oh, when I chose my wife, it was because of her looks, right? I was like, yeah, at first. I mean, that's the first thing that grabbed my attention was her looks. So what are you trying to say? So you're saying that women don't deserve to have a man that they find physically appealing, etc., etc. I said no. I said I'm not saying that, but the long and short of it, women have never chosen a man based on his looks solely. If he was gorgeous, I said this to my wife, and I don't think I'm an asshole for saying it. Well, society, it varies from time period to time period. Cause this time period, what it would damn soft. But I will say this: I did not play around with who I was when I met my wife. Some people won't understand that, but for those of you who have more than two brain cells, try to understand this. The thing that society calls misogyny is what made my wife chose me. And it's not misogyny, people. It's actually called masculinity. And for those of you immature children, grow up. You don't like the quote unquote soft beta male, spineless dude, the dude who can't challenge you, push back and tell you to shut the fuck up. You don't like the weak, pathetic one who can't say that to you. but at the same time, you don't want me tell you that to your face because somehow
It's
you
rude.
don't like to be, yeah, you don't like to be checked, but you wouldn't mind tell me all the shit that what you want to tell me because more for to stand there and take it because I'm a what man, right? Fuck that. I laugh off of anybody who push that narrative my direction. I laugh off your post soul. Hello, understand this. Violence is a two-way street. Precisely, America turn and most and a good portion of the Western world believe that. This is why women feel like men can't do them anything because society, and I lie, society has been civilized to the point women are forgetting how dangerous a man truly is. I'm not here to try to drive fear into the hearts of women, but I would like them to get a level of realization. I witnessed a skinny man, skinny youth, take on a girl at least twice his body weight, and I watched him floor her 3 different times in front of me. 3 different times. This is a skinny one. And then she chose to go mess with a dude twice her body size and taller than her. And the dude does one move and literally tip her back and was land up on her back. Boom. When she hit the floor, he grab her 2 foot and drag her. He was wrong for that. He was wrong for that.
Yeah, but I guess the saying goes, once a savage, always a savage, eh?
I know, right? One drag her shit, but I laughed my head off. And our friend go see me a laugh. I go tell her, see that guy over there is laughing at you. This shit was funny though. This shit was funny. But anywho, and then I watched them little examples. There when I said, my name not about the big guy who drag her. I'm talking about the dude who's half her body weight.
Yep.
Floored her 3 times. You never. And by the way, when I said he floored her, he didn't punch her and drop her. Him use his God blessed strength, God given strength, and overpowered her. Yeah, his God given strength. And like I said, this dude is half her body weight. But he still overpowered her 3 different times. Come on, people. But like myself, physicality has never been the reason why we've ever chosen anybody when it comes to partners. Never been that. The physical, especially when it came to women,
Yeah, that's
a
facts.
man, a man, a man will go down in looks, and women don't understand that. How are you trying to tell me that he would? Then why do you think when a man cheats, he normally cheats with a woman that's not that physically appealing? Man, also some man don't cheat and cheat with some S class whores and or whatever. You feel me? I'm not saying that men can't pull fine ass bitches to cheat with, but the regular dude normally cheats with a woman either average or normally below. Why the below? That's easy because the below knows that she ain't gonna get dick that often. Below, but nowadays then nowadays, even the below believes that she can blood clot chat to you like me and I the same fucking thing. And I know that shit sounds so
Then,
wrong when they say that.
then Bradshaw, you know, hear the foolishness was going in a mobile recently.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, this chick just randomly dip on the street, right? I wouldn't say random, but me
Mm-hmm.
blame the man for this, and this might be kind of off topic, but it kind of goes into like the
Mm-hmm.
braceness of females in a one way and
Mm-hmm.
covers most of what we are talking about. Because me blame the man in a one way, but at the same time, the girl just so brazen. So the man I drive, see the girl, like I guess he must just feel sorry for her or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what could have possibly pick her up. And it's a bag of questions we start asking man at talk about which part him I go. And I'm just like me just did I read the side and I'm like, yo, this is just hella uncomfortable, but then this nigga is a dumbass. So me can't
Mm-hmm.
sorry for him. So this idiot bring her girl on a KFC somehow. And the girl starts snap with the man phone. Now that is red flag number one. Well, we'll pass red flag number one already. From the fact saying pick her up.
Sure.
But this girl have video herself on the man phone. And then
You not take
In
it
a
from and
film
give
head,
them.
no, in a film head, he knows him sure never pick her up, you know. But he fight the urge to kick her out and care. I'm just look on it and I say, yo, if this was me, Dario, Bradshaw or
No.
Burke,
You stop that blood clot.
first of all,
Nigga.
who would even that
Yo.
stupid people pick
What the
up
fuck you
nobody
doing?
random on the street?
Hell no. Sir,
And
you have too
then
much to lose.
after all of this, you know, after all of this, she had come out and talk about, oh, I just said, little Casey, she went a big, but oh, the man a body man. And I said, there you go. When you don't get the front,
There's the real
when you
you.
don't get what you want, you pull the gay
Man
card.
about Of course. Of course.
So
Hold on.
predictable.
Girl, not your put one on. Hold on. Girl, your put upon me all the time. I'm becoming one for card. Girl, I'm gonna get. I'm
Yeah.
like,
I said,
yes,
yo, the minute I saw that slide come
that's
up,
all it takes. That's
the minute
all
I
it
see the,
takes.
no, not even slide,
Please.
that voice
Hey,
note.
what? Not that funny. The girl who called me gay knows me fuck three our friend them and that's who come and I want to fuck her me gay. Make that shit make make that shit make sense. I fuck three our friend them and I just don't want to fuck shit no me gay. And then it's like when the arguments he start circulating, I start laugh. And become never entertain it, people like, well, but then the girls are like, no, he ain't gay. Oh hell no, he ain't gay. You must say blood clot, man. Right now my wife supposed to they a facility some of this guys. But man, I am not gay. But the point still stood. Shame, insults need to be right. Sad. But back to me, I say the questions need to be asked. Ladies and gentlemen,
Of course.
I'm trying to no need for all to understand. There's a list of questions when it comes to the way you wanna articulate, wanna look for in a partner. That's what the next thing we want to know. When the questions aren't tailored, they should be tailored according to what
They're
you're looking for.
they're too trivial. That's
Yeah,
one.
that's the next thing most people never. And this is no shame to new daters or even some old daters who have had this shit wrong for a period of years. You are supposed to lead with what you are bringing forward to the potential relationship.
Yep.
Nobody wants to waste their time going on 4 or 5 dates just to get to know you. Men, and I know this sounds so cold and brutish and harsh, but men don't have that kind of patience. It's
Neither do
given.
neither do women if you really think about it.
True. And this goes to the ladies too. Y'all lack patience when it comes to certain things. You
Like,
understand me?
yo, like just saying that just reminds me of one of my friend. Actually, today I say, yo, this guy was showing really like them a date.
Yeah.
And like I think on the third date, she texts me and she say, yo, if this nigga does not try to back me up in his room, I say, whoa, 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 whoa.
Hello. Hello.
I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. That's the first of all. That's the first of all.
That's another thing.
If he does that, no. The first thing is going to come to your mind is that yes, it's just sex. You can't just tell the man. Me say, yo, it can't rush to. But get why you said that. But you know, it's just
Mm-hmm.
so interesting that
Mm-hmm.
men and women like to portray themselves as if we're such different species. And really,
No, we're not. No, we're not.
the only thing that separates us is just our private parts. If you really think about it.
Sir, sir,
Oh,
and no, and one more thing. And the fact that we process information slightly different.
true, 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 true.
That's
Yeah,
apart from it, but apart from that, the male and the female brain are normally we are not cognitively weaker or smarter than each other. Translation: we have just as much geniuses in women as we have geniuses in men. So let's get that out of the way. We have a lot of geniuses on both sides of the field. The only downside is this: when it comes to the replacement of said geniuses, people aren't being educated the same way to go into the same fields, to strive for the same kind of one time, achievements in the field that you're going into. One time you used to go into a field to try and make a difference. You never just go in there because it appear good. Get it? That was the difference back in the day. When men went and did science and technology and so they did it to try and change the world to be better. It wasn't done to be, well, I'm a doctor and I make six figures and you barely make what the nobody gives a fuck. No legitimate person really gives a fuck. And brother man, as I say, yo, I say, yo, I'm an engineer. I say to a friend of mine, I say, I'm an engineer. Why do you think I didn't hook up with an engineer? So well, because they they wouldn't want any guys from your school. I said, that's not the point. I said, most of the women that turned into engineers, most of them are actually still single. It's only one or two out of the whole of them will meet in my career for the short time that I was. It wasn't like say, oh, they were in astronomical numbers. No, most of the Bomba black women them that became engineers. To this day, I still what? They might look for somebody upon what? Their level or higher.
Yep.
And then the Kevin Samuel chop come on from kids.
Is that tire screeching?
Oh, you heard that?
Yeah.
No, yes it was. Oh my God, yo, these headphones are the bomb. You know how far that shit is. You could hear it.
And the funniest thing, I don't have on my headphones. Like me hear it, and me I say, hold on, is that someone skidding?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yo, so somewhere them find a housing scheme that them don't have any. Oh, speed police have to do up here. Then
Oh
speed humps,
wow!
slip,
Oh
have
wow!
to, have to, have to. Like in a certain communities, them have to put them like strategically certain places. So the guys them who buy like them Chargers and them Challengers and them Lexus and them Benz and yeah, young kids buy those cars. So yeah, I hear that, right? He's drifting. That's drifting, by the way. You're supposed to know that. I'm not to explain that to you.
Yeah.
But anywho, yeah, them find some parking lots or them find some community that don't have no speed humps. I tell you, man, everywhere the man them go, it got so bad that them start move from community to community to find roads that don't have just race to test the car speed. But then the fucker them don't have no conscience to say, well, it's 2 o'clock in the fucking morning. I've got work in a few. Why the fuck are you doing this? Sorry, man, upon it, sir.
No, them not gonna consider that. But I better say if somebody dep on them porch and line them up with a gun, then when it comes, I think twice. But who am I to say anything? Because out here, come on. Ah boy, the licensing authority out here. Rather, I'm tell you, well, you will think America is bad. Trust me. Yeah, man, forget one license gun down here. It's a pretty simple process. Pretty simple process. It's pretty simple. Don't commit any crime. That's all there is to it. Why do you need the gun? To protect myself. Okay, you're in.
You're lying.
Nope.
Well,
I worked at that place.
This is recently?
Recent. This about from what? I started working at that place about late 2018. No, I lie. Late 2019 got 2020. And the amount of people I saw coming in. Like, I'm not saying that it's legitimate people going there. At the same time, is it mean that a AK-47 can be deemed illegal by Jamaica standards? But any random can get a shotgun if with enough money. Me say it does not add up.
The way this is, an AK-47 isn't that hype a gun up here?
Of course,
you think now you
this is America.
You play punk
I think has lost its glamour because of every other weapon of mass destruction that they've managed to make these days.
I tell you, man. But man, to me certain about my neighbor, some neighbor, Haitian. Oh yeah, them believe in a AK. When Thanksgiving, not Thanksgiving, when New Year's, oh yeah, go from the back porch and let that bitch loose. You can tell an AK gunshot. Yes, you can. The man in turns and you, oh shit! Imagine if that shit hits you. Anywho, sorry, we stray back to the conversation at hand.
Yep.
Gentlemen, I believe there must be paramount when it comes to seeking a mate. Be straightforward. I'm not saying you can't entertain her to a level, but then you have to get to the meat of the matter. Because at the end of the day, then your
Yeah.
time is precious.
Hiding behind the glass wall thing is such a sleazy way of putting across your point. Like, you're going to lie to her continuously, and then when you finally tell her the truth, she just want to kill you. Bro, if you just want a one smash, just tell her. Trust me.
Smash and
Women,
yeah, I won't.
women might pretend like they don't like honesty on certain topics, of course, but when it comes to sex and relationships, if you tell them, say, yo, at this moment, they are more likely to give it to you. And I've proven that. Every one of us has proven that.
Yes, so have I. Like plenty of time. Sure. Yo, it's not like I'm not looking at a relationship and all, but yo, can I hit? You're cute. Yeah, sure, why not? It's really that, and I know, it's like, oh my God, it's that simple. Sometimes it really is.
Yes.
I swear to God. I know it sounds like a damn joke, but really, is you that confident with your shit?
No, it's like
sometimes it's really that simple though.
And it's such a strange thing, especially when you see a Jamaican bridging them just go through this bag of loophole. I tell this bag of unnecessary life for no reason, and they know deep down they're going to get messed up in the end, but they still do it anyway. I honestly believe there's a psychological thrill that they get out of telling so much lies. Nobody can tell that lies.
And still manage to screw this bitch. I can understand but it's a childish high. Honestly, nothing more to me more straightforward and more masculine and more sexy to a woman than a man that one knows he's confident in himself and two knows say, oh, no matter what answer he gets from you, he's going to still be a cool motherfucker either way. Women will tell a man, no, this is how he will react the first time. And then the second time, no, yes, you throw the pussy on him like, it's yours. Whoa, where all of this coming from? You know, the first time I tell him, no, I'm not telling him, you don't want to eat here, but me just want to show you that react. Mrs. He's a cool youth. Niggas, I know it sounds so far-fetched, but that shit actually does work. Keeping a masculine frame, does actually really, woman like that shit. Being a confident nigga who don't, yo, you don't have to be 6'7", you don't have to have a 6 foot nigga. I met a dude, the dude who he was the junior stunt double for not Javinci, DeMarco what's again? Yeah.
Popcorn.
My laugh song. That's how man I use because I crawfish them. That's a real friend. The little juvenile in night, he came to work at the restaurant I was working at. And dude say, yo, bruh, body don't mean shit when it comes to women. The man say, let me show you my girlfriend right now. So the man draw out him phone and show me him girl. The dude, body wise, he's a 4. Guess how much his female was?
10 or 9?
Nah, she wasn't that. I mean, she fine as hell, but she wasn't that. She was a 7.
Was it?
You understand me? That's still damn good. I'm like, shit. It's real kid. Like, damn. I'm like, and I'm looking at him. I'm like, you scored that? And dude's like, hell yeah. He's like, yo, bro, confidence, man. Because I didn't know that dude ended up all a famous rapper that I respect, niece, because I said confidence. Jada Kiss. I'm like, oh, yep. And you know, Jada Kiss is one of them battle rappers, gang stuff in New York, and Man find himself a clap the man niece. Clap it often too. He must end up cut off the link the time realize say Jada kiss soon here say dog him a clap it. So do the slide before Jada get involved. You understand? So but when I look on him, dog said this is how I've been through all of that and the man show me the beat him. I'm like, fuck. Man, I not talk about no ugly bitch in the dan. I talk about some fine bitches. I'm like, wow. I say, yo. And I'm look at him from head to toe and I'm like, yo, him dress fly somewhat, but the clothes isn't enough to make a bitch want to deal with him. If you understand what I try to say. The clothes isn't enough. But it's when him a talk to girls, yo, this nigga is 6'5", 6-pack, smooth as fucking silk. Even this nigga get rejected, that shit don't faze him. Him just said, yo, I won't lie, even though it breaks my heart, it's something as fine as you to tell me now. I can live. So even though he's taking rejection, he's still complimenting the bitch. I said, this dude is huge. He's not skinny. And he man knock down some blood club, big body girl. And I got to a picture. I'm like, wow. Women who are clearly out of his league, if you hear me, I try to say. Not just face-wise, not talk about body-wise, not talk about girl with flat tummy, fat asses and all that shit. Some man show me pictures of gymnasts and shit. I'm like, this motherfucker fat enough. I say I'm ugly, but this nigga fat as hell. Nothing even cute about how the way the man body set. And dog show me all the shit that we knocked out. I'm not let him tell. This nigga's alpha energy was exude, and that's the next thing too. People have this notion, say, an alpha male has to be this perfectly looking, chiseled or done, looking more. No, he does not. No, he does not. That fat bastard was an alpha male to the extreme. The man say, yo, I never let any woman feel like she's more than me. I will respect her. But I ain't gonna act like, oh my God, hell nah, be. I said, the way how him talk, he would have been my superhero if him did born before me. You ever say? He would have been my superhero. The dude not normal, bruh. Confidence incarnate. If you think confidence could have born, if confidence could form itself out into a human being, yeah, I think you'd be that guy. Maybe not look so, but yeah, man. Confidence and the way I'm approach on point. I must remember what I said one time me there UA play Pokemon Go. And I see this dude with his face completely like a lawnmower run over, no offense. So the man girl come hug him up, the fattest ass, the flattest tummy, and the bitchest attitude. You know, the whole stretch there with him. And I'm like, this is the kind of girl that there with like the hot boy, cute boy. This nigga was neither of those. You know, I'm half over everybody right there, so to the point where dog needs a fret on a man and looking woman. Cause dude having bitch luck. She walk up and she talk to her friend, she talk to man, and him now look over his shoulder, him a playing Pokemon Go, him a run him joke with his friend them, and dog now fret, dog confident upon it. Translation, if she fuck herself, she knows she will be replaced. Dog, that confident. That nigga who face completely fucked up. No, dog, I'm not saying that to be funny or cute, but dead ass.
No, but that's the reality.
Completely destroyed.
You see,
I was a
You see, at the high school level, it's a give and take. How that confidence can go. You say when they reach college level.
All right.
And this is a proven fact. Nobody can dispute this. Nobody at all. College level, Yo, I have never seen myself as anything more than a 6 or a 7. Probably a 5 if I'm really honest with myself.
Ah.
And some of my brethren I say, yo, Doc, how you talk to some other girl? And I'm like, I just do. I don't want none from them. And half of the time, some of these girls that I want to, I'm so easy to talk to, blah, blah, blah. And oh, I'm such a good friend. And two, they end up in my bed. I don't know how that happened. I never asked for it. It just does. And them so confused. I say, yo, what me do? And I'm like, be myself. I said, brother, there is literally no reason I'm going to go around and pretend as if I'm something I'm not. I'm not Hercules, I'm Kratos, and I'm definitely not Zeus. I'm just one man with one track brain. I'm a no more.
I've been around the block a few times, and sometimes look at myself and say, yo, as a big man, my lovely young age, but just quell over there. You understand me? I'm gonna need to lose weight because my health and so forth. But let me tell you this much: my wife is happy and she's going to be terrified at the same time when I start drop weight like crazy because she knows what's going to happen. People who never used to wave to me or look at me are going to stop and slow down and watch this chiseled version of a fucking man stand under the moonlight, talking on a fucking headphone, talking a podcast all by himself. Do you think American women are like Jamaican women that will only probably stare and say hi and just keep moving? No. These females stop, pull up beside you, like they fucking wanna talk to you. Hey, tall black chocolate. Oh, I wouldn't want to get a hunk of that. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm married. Ooh, I'm married too. Shit, this make this a whole lot easier. You know what I just say? She says she's married too. This would make this so much easier. Translation: we both have something to lose, so nobody not gonna be stupid or slip up when it comes to this. That's what it means. So not only does she not give a fuck that I'm married, she knows how this game is played. So women are as dangerous as any man. I don't know why society make it seem as if women women more straightforward in the States. A woman wants you, doc. She gonna tell you. A woman says, yo, if a woman knows you have your woman and she just want to fuck, she tell you straightforward, yo. I know say me not tear family apart. Hey, just want a one piece. Some women can, some can. And the one who can't, I'm afraid of. You see, the one who can't, them are the one for the man them who out there or smash us hard. She beg a one piece. You can fuck it too good. Bumbuckler. Me know a girl way there at Finland back in the day. Never screwed her, but me know dudes who did. And the man them said them regret fucking her. I said, why you said that?
Hey.
So,
oh, that's
niggas them.
That's a
nigga them. Well, I know the nigga them explain. Nigga them say, yo, it's not that she can't fuck. She's a sweet fuck. But the problem is this. You see, once you make her climax more than 3 times, she falls in love with you.
Problem.
So for the nigga who makes you climax like 15 times at one time in pocket, just a girl that willing to come in your yard and browse. She come for the cocky.
Yo,
willing to
fight your
woman. Willing to fight your wife for the fuck. You know why you say like, yep.
But not the lie still. A lot of people tend to feel like say, oh, it's just a one-time thing. I'm telling you something.
Nope, your imprint.
No, hold on. I tell you people something. I might not like science, but it intrigues me to the point where I was read up on certain things. If you are able to allow a woman to climax, let's say about 5 times at least, or you've given her feelings that she's never felt before, do you really think that she's just going to just, never want to see you again? No, fam. You say there's this thing called, what's the word I'm looking for here? It's not excitement. but it's a longing that you've never felt before. You just can't get it. It's a toxin. It's just here. I know, and even when
exhilaration, it's a
common
rush.
sense. Common sense, they say, yo, no, you must not go. Well, common sense gone out the window. And people don't talk about this. People just feel like say, yo, everybody just get up and cheat before no reason. No. There's levels to this. I'm not saying it's right to cheat. Of course, I don't advocate for it, but I will understand what leads up to this. People just feel like say, oh, people just get up and cheat for no reason, and that's bullshit.
No,
honestly,
that's bullshit. Even I know that. That is straight up and down bullshit. And for those people who think that way, I feel sorry for you. Cheating, let me tell you something. Cheating for a man comes in more than one version. For example, do you know on a day-to-day basis, your man, for the women who are listening to this, your man has mentally fucked almost every woman he sees at least once in his mind, every day. There's not a man unless he's gay. No matter, and I'm being honest, and I'm trying to be nice for those of you ridiculous ones who believe that, oh, your man would never do that.
Oh yeah.
if you would give your man your blessing to not leave him, if he were to step out even once, you see that one step out, him have a list of bitches waiting for that one day when you give him the step out. That nigga gonna fuck from morning go straight back to night. Every bitch that he wanted to clad, but him respect you. That's why he did it. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna, oh, men are dogs, men are this, men are that. I said, well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. First off, a man's sexual appetite isn't easily quelled. And this is something women, to me, I have said this before, they need to take it up with their creator. When men got dick, men did not get an instruction manual, we didn't get a receipt, no way to give the shit back. And unfortunately, for all women who think a man can turn off his sexual urges,
lies.
That doesn't exist. That's a lie. Even the pastor. Why
there's a difference between controlling yourself and giving into it. But every man who has seen a woman that he has been attracted to has already mentally screwed her.
Multiple times. And we're talking about the pastor. We're talking about the pastor who's talking about God. And everything he said, glory! In picture, bending over Sister Matthews. And I give Matthews a blood clot back
he was born a man first and became a pastor after. I don't care what nobody wants to say. Man is a man first. That's why I don't get this stigmatization about his pastor's daughters doing that party. I'm like, what that have to do with anything? What does that like? Remember, I see the video and like, I see them a dancing at them backyard, and I'm like, okay, pastor and daughter them a dance a dancer song. What them supposed to be robots? Like Jamaica just have this weird stigmatization towards church that has just never made any sense.
Well, I understand the way this part is. The things that we're supposed to condemn, we find reason to laugh about. When that little boy was smoking cigarettes and a big everybody realize, everybody morality flies through the blood cloud door. Everybody forget what right from wrong was then, right? The people in the video who are videoing are laughing. I miss everybody in that video forgot Bumbaclaw jail, and I mean that shit. Everybody forgot jail in that video. The parents of the child and everybody around that child was laughing and killing them fucking teeth forgot jail. That's how me look on it. But an next man look upon me different and say, boy, Andre, you're too extreme, dog. You see, I play him all you play. That was a child, a baby. What the fuck is... If you said it was a 16-year-old, well, I mean...
Even then it's still wrong. Even then.
It's wrong, but he's 16.
But still, it's still wrong because...
It's wrong, of course. Well, if you ever, yeah, you're right. You see, and this man say, you see, it's so much just do. I just did what the people
Yeah,
who would have done.
yeah,
Excuse.
yeah.
Thank
But
you.
at
You
the
see,
same,
that's exactly what. Hold on,
you
but
know why you are going to
but
get a side pass is like you know
no,
that you know
it
deep down it's
wasn't a
going to
side.
be wrong,
No,
but
it
at the
wasn't a
same
side
time,
pass.
you look on the morality values. I say, yo, that don't
No, well, I
deep.
know it
You
was.
see me?
It wasn't a side pass. You know, hear me. It wasn't a side pass. It was purposely done. But I
Yeah,
did it on purpose to say anybody who has sense realize I purposely contradicted myself to make a point. You
yeah,
get it?
yep.
But when the kid was smoking and drinking, none away, we found it funny. But the pastor daughter, a dancer, and the father and the mother are terrible parents, right? How many of you know what your daughters and sons are doing right now? Hmm? How many of you? How many of you know what your son is telling somebody's daughter to do right now, convincing her to do what that mouth do, and the reverse for all the girls who are convincing confused, immature young men to eat pum pum, and all manner of fuckery are going on nowadays. You feel me? So again, people, why are we so morally right when it comes to our own, but when everybody else thinks, leave them alone, them free to live them life. How dare you? And we say, all we have to do to kill the argument there, just interject for them friends and family into the conversation and
Yeah,
say,
but
if you know who to say, and you
yep.
see,
And it's an
it's
whole entire new ball
blood
game.
people them who ready to beat who can cook and the whole family. You see, quick them out change and go, no man, my granddaughter couldn't that. Mr. Hold on there. 5 minutes ago, weren't you saying, oh, I see them life, may them live it, no? So how is this any different? Well, no, why no? Them people, I'm not follow your logic. That's our reason. You just said it was okay then to live them lives with your granddaughter start target body wash and fuck and a do all manner of human centipede. I feel life though. Though and I see him for the same. It's completely different when it's your family in the mix. That's how people are selfish. Every self-righteous pussy will jump up and chastise anybody who chastise any acts of immorality. All you have to do is put that person's child or family in the bumbuckler position and ask them, would them be comfortable knowing say, them daughter, them son do this and that? Hey? Would you be comfortable knowing say your man? Or better yet, your husband is doing this and that. Would you be comfortable? And the answer is normally unanimously no.
Yep.
So follow your own logic. If you wouldn't want that shit, oh my granddaughter would do that. Really?
Really? Really? Oh, you
Well,
sure about that?
really? Sir, I was in a park and I watched a little girl,
Yeah, I remember. I remember
a
when you said
boy,
it.
tallywhacker in broad daylight. And it's not like dude throw a sheet or a cover or something over her head or, you know, he was just watching to an angle. And if you are in the apartment complex next door and on your back porch for any reason, you'd literally watch this young lady suck this young man off for almost 30 seconds straight, not coming up for air. And I'm like,
Well,
you're in a park. You're in a park.
they don't give a shit, bro. I've seen some more. Yeah, well, I'm not going to sit here and pretend as if I'm some morally justifiable asshole.
And
I've done
no,
some questionable shit in some
well,
parts in Jamaica, so
so have I. So have I. But
yeah.
the point, hold on. That's not, what I know is people, you need to understand what I'm trying to say.
No,
It's
I
not
get what
that
you're
what she
saying.
was
I
doing.
mean,
Hold on. Let me get the point out before you interject. What I'm trying to say is, I'm not saying that she shouldn't, which she shouldn't, but Given culture and the fact that there are not many fathers in the household, women don't teach girls anymore to be concerned with their image anymore. Because you have videos of girls on Instagram dancing with knives before they will stab up a girl who later on died from her injuries because of jealousy. These little girls were comfortable enough to dance on Instagram, the weapons, before them go stab up the little girl. It's like morality. It's almost like nihilism. It's almost a form of nihilism if you really think about it. It's kind of scary. Structure, like society structures completely collapse. Mr. Little girls that walk out of walk on regular road. You know, grab up, and some of these little girls. I remember America full of hormone. So don't be surprised you're looking at a 15-year-old that looks like a fucking 19-year-old or 20-year-old, all cheeked up and all filled out. You know, if it's a big woman you're looking at, it's a fucking pitney. You hear me say?
Yep.
And it's not like say these young ladies have any positive role models around them. These are little girls dressing like whores on the fucking road. I'm gonna say to my wife, I'm gonna say, "Nothing in a way, sweetheart. Me look on this, and me a man. You think if me ain't never there, you think me could take that seriously? Say for instance, I'm even cheating. You think me could take she serious for the cheat with? She go, why not? She looks good. Me say, that's not a problem. She look good. We don't know if she mentally good. That's a misconception most man. She look good. She she fat. She thick. She can take fuck. Cool. I get that. Can she hold an argument? Can she hold a solid reasoning? Does she know that? Does she understand that you're married and no matter how much you broke off the rifle, no matter how you suck it till it change color, till it's swollen and pink and it's so sensitive. If water touch it, it hurts. That's how her mouth game is. Be out of this world. No matter how much she pleases you sexually, does she know that you'll never marry her? Does she know that you'll never leave your wife for her? Does she know? And if she's listening, do you know? Most of you don't. Because most of you have been fed this bullshit narrative that as long as you can please a person a certain way, there's a possibility that they will not do it. But in your head, there's a possibility that they will do. That's truly the wickedest defeat I think you can ever experience. The one that you do place upon yourself because of your own denial. As I said before, people, I want to see both men and women succeed. This is a two-way street. So if it's not like I'm stressing more on one side, please don't take it that way. This goes both ways. You understand me? I can only talk from a point of reference. So when you hear me talk and it sounds like I'm aiming it at women, because I'm a man. I've only dated women. I mean, I've seen a few dudes, but hell no. No, as in I haven't seen a few dudes. I'm just saying, you know.
Trust me,
And
Bradshaw.
I'm my cup of tea.
Nobody now go try go shut up on one day.
I'm just saying.
Yeah,
Just saying.
yeah, some
Anywho,
funny people out there. We know.
you understand? I mean, you just said the wrong word. And oh, there you go. I don't give a fuck. But either way, what I'm with it. So what if? Yo, what is the men are talking about? Just motherfuckers on the face of the planet. The only thing is, some of them just don't fuck each other. But some did, but I don't give a fuck. The point still stood. If you can survive rugby and you weren't gay, you're good then. I survived rugby many years. But anyways, but yeah, this notion that of perfection is crazy. This is what I'm saying. It's a trade-off. Some man can only get the pleasure what them want. some ways. So a man will look at a woman with a fat ass because he wants what? Sexual pleasure. He wants to be satisfied sexually. A man will date a girl who don't really have that much flattering, but her level of reason is so fucking stimulating. It's almost as if she's giving him head through the conversation. I know, right? When the conversation is so tantalizing that you find yourself sitting talking to this female for hours, and the conversation just can't. It now lose its flavor. It's just it's like have you ever watched Charlie Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory? Hello?
Yeah, man, there.
I'm just saying, did you ever watch it? Because there's a thing called the everlasting gobstopper. Everlasting gobstopper. Always designed, the flavors never ever to end. They keep sucking, it will never end. That in essence, that's what the everlasting gobstopper is. You understand? So, hmm sex is important to men, yes, but it has to go past more than sex when it comes to men. Especially when you want somebody who take you serious. Man, I say this to women, but believe me, please try to believe me. Men are more straightforward than you think we are. Because women don't know how to read men. More women don't know how to read the answers. Because most women don't look at men from an objective point of view. They normally look at men from a feelings point of view. This is why a man can deceive you. And oh, you bastard! How could you do me like this? He didn't do you like shit. He told you he ain't shit. When did he say he didn't say that? How could he? How could he? No, he did tell you on the first date. You just didn't care because you didn't care. It's really that simple, but society has made it so. Oh my God, it's impossible. I would have said something. No, it's true. You just didn't care. God was saying all the sweet shit you wanted to hear. You probably improbably turned the charm on. You melted in his arms. It's called being swept off your feet. The well-trained nigga who has been around a few women will probably know how to do it. It's natural. Not right, but it's natural. Not right, but it's natural, my dear. And some men are more skilled than others in the dark arts of stealing them drawers. It really is a dark art. Once you've mastered it, you don't really don't have to try hard. If you know exactly what to say, how to say it, when to keep frame and when to walk away sometimes, a woman will respect you more. Don't be a kiss ass. Make she work for it sometime.
She's not the only one with cards to play. It's
Thank you
essentially
very
he
much.
says.
So, just as much as a woman will complain, say all he talks about is sex. So, if you learn how to master your sexual urges, you can make a woman beg to the point to turn out violent. Have you ever been raped at knife point? I have. Have you ever been raped at knife point? I have.
I know I've been threatened by gunpoint, but knife point, that's a new one.
Really?
Yeah, way back in high school when I never really know how to really handle myself, this nervous kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then Man, then take my phone and all of my money the day.
Mm-hmm.
But surprisingly, I wasn't scared. I was more pissed
Mm-hmm.
than anything because I say, yo, why am I so weak? Why am I could do nothing? But them really think about it and say, yo, even if I could fight, what was I really going to do then?
Get shot.
Yeah, you're damn right.
Get shot. So that's
choose
where
your
common sense normally kicks
choose
in.
choose your battles wisely.
There you go. Take that L, but you live. I took a L, but I lived. It's really that simple.
Yep.
I'm gonna say, I took a W, and now here's my memorial. Damn, my mural. Damn, they took a good picture too. Fuck
whereas,
that shit.
whereas if I reach a place and the man say, wow, you died for that? That's a waste.
Exactly. Wow, nigga gave him life off for that. Maybe he does deserve to die. Maybe he really does deserve to die. You don't feel some type of way if somebody says that out loud, no. But me I'm a fucked up individual. I wouldn't be afraid to say it. So, hate me after me say it. But men are more straightforward. I'm tell my wife, I say, yo, you see like how women can keep secrets and so forth? When I say men don't keep secrets, so they do. But 9 out of 10, if you have a man in a comfortable position, alright. Do women want to know a secret to tell if a man is cheating on you or not? Even though this is somewhat breaking bro code, I'm giving people good information for future. If you just want to figure out something, here's what you do. When your man comes home, cater to him. Rub his feet, put him foot up, get him a cold drink, take him clothes off, or pull him shirt, make him feel relaxed, rub him shoulders. Shit, I don't know what kind of woman you be, but if you can give him, an happy ending, oh shit. If you can give him an happy ending, plus all of them things over you do, he will immediately melt. There's nothing you can't ask him, he won't tell you. There's nothing he won't do for you at that point in time. Because you not only have you blown his mind, he's at complete peace. He's vulnerable. There's no question you cannot ask this man that he will not tell you the truth for. Within that frame of mind. If you ask a question, you just have to ask it straightforward and look him straight in the eyes afterwards.
I've always I've always told people that the best way to speak to somebody is by looking into them eyes and you don't even have to say nothing. Just look them in their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always told
If he
women.
can't answer you without breaking gaze, he's lying. If he can answer you without breaking gaze, he's telling the truth. And that's how you tell. It's really that simple. If the man goes, before he answers, yeah, he's a lie. He's about to tell you a lie. I don't care. And at some point in life, my daughter will be a teenager. Men will be interesting to her. So me have to teach her at a certain age things what you expect. Cause I was young once, which means I used to talk. I used to influence girls to do certain shits. You feel me? So
Yeah.
as a father, my goal is to make sure, say, if she gets caught, which she will, cause she will be prey. At least she won't be caught by these waste niggas out here. You feel me?
Yep.
She'll be caught by alphas, men who understand her worth and know say them have to come good to get she, because she'll be an informed prey. She won't be, oh my god, no, I don't want that alpha because he isn't Something's wrong with him. He must have blood clot, man. Brother man, me know a girl who walked away from a lawyer and a doctor's son. Two boys that were on the same verge as their old men to become attorneys. She literally turned them down for a footballer. And when reality finally set in, when she realized that the doctor and the lawyer options, they're not looking her direction anymore. Now she's trying to search to find somebody that's willing to take her up now because Mr. Footballer really not gone nowhere. And now she's in a very vulnerable state now. And all of her degrees and all of her fucking achievements can't change the fact that she's aging and getting fatter every year. She's becoming a fat bitch, one. And now this is where women normally screw them lives up. Because now she's in a position where she believes that this is as good as it gets. And then she breed for the fucking crop. And there you go. You're a single mother to a footballer, you to him not know what he want to do with him life. He just love football. But you know, fuck him while he was love football, you. So why did you think he was going to grow up and get a job and turn into a grown-ass man? When you started fucking him, he was just a simple football youth. He wasn't special. And again, this is the weird part, I understand. And some woman will look at me and call me, oh, I'm so misogynistic. It's not really, but this is a serious question I'd like to ask some of the female them. For those who this apply to. I don't know you, I don't know where to come from. So don't take it personal like me, I signal out to you, but what did most of y'all who ever did this gain from being with a bad guy? You understand me? Bad man or gallus.
I mean, they know within themselves what they gained, and they know it's just as much as what we can say what some man gain from have so much woman. Absolutely nothing.
Exactly.
Truth be told, I mean, they probably won't say it and can't really say I blame because embarrassment is a hell of a thing to be to pride yourself on.
But I mean, hold on. But look on the girls that we had on the podcast. Remember the two of them that be here?
First of all, let me tell you something. The little short one, she may pretend and praise and talk about how all men are dogs. First of all, there's no way you can go in a cycle of cheating on your boyfriend, him cheat on you, you cheat back, and then you go through rinse and repeat the same cycle with a bunch of men. And then you want the world to feel sorry for you. Please, give me a break.
Doesn't work that way.
And then you have the next one, who has some of the most nonsensical points, who doesn't even know what she wants out of life, and has the nerve to be telling us what men can and cannot do. The hypocrisy is real. That's why when them come on and talk about how they hate me and do, I'm like, okay. Like I've heard that a million times. I don't need you to tell me why you hate me. You probably hate what I say and what I represent. That's fine.
Say no, my good, you know.
That's why when Natur, that's why despite Natur's everlasting foolishness, you respect her. Because Natur is one of the few women, despite her falling into the same bracket of foolishness and repeating the same stupid mistakes over and over again. At least she has the sense to know what she's worth. Tony and To. Speaking of which, Tony and have a deadbeat father. They say, Bradshaw, yo, the man, yo, this nigga, yo. Honestly, man like that are the reason why some man should just, there should be a sign for when a picnic go born. You just immediately see the deadbeat over it and say, all right, cool. You don't breed nobody.
Yep. Yeah, but here's the thing though. I feel like I'm tell a man and I was like, oh, man, this. I said, no, because back in the day, a woman used to keep them hormones in check. You understand? But now, thanks to freedom and liberation, now women are fucking as hard as men now. So now you reach a point now where you being stingy with sex is looked down upon because everybody look like you go to a party with you and four people and three out of the four are not fuck in the same room with the whole of them. It's not supposed to be a simple get together. When you look left, you look right, people start disappear, people start give people head and people are get fucked. And this was supposed to be as simple as get together. So now you're stuck there. Don't want to fuck, but everybody else around you is fucking. This, my good people, is called peer pressure.
Yep.
This is something that, as a child or as a teenager, men or women, and believe it or not, this goes both ways.
Yep.
Cannot every man want to go down that road of maturity just yet. Once you have sex, it changes you. For women, and some of them don't notice this, but for those of you who do, for girls, once you start having sex, more especially more frequently, often, your energy changes from a child to a woman. This was how mothers, women, and some fathers could tell when their female daughters were being sexually active. The way how they respond has no innocence behind it. It has the arrogance of a fully grown woman. Nobody's stupid. You can tell the difference. If you're a grown person who has lived a little life, you can tell the difference. And yeah, it's crazy. You feel me? Men, on the other hand, hmm, good question. I mean, yeah, you get more manly, masculine, and I bet, depending on the kind of mindset you have as a man. Confidence, that's good. But if it makes you arrogant, you're full of shit. You slap a few girls, and instead of you keep your mouth, you start expose the girl and your business, and that to me is a no personally. And maybe because I don't believe in kissing and telling. So if a girl grace me with the respect to give me or do something to me, girls have done I've done so many things with girls over the years, and these
I
are things
just certain
not
it's
because
just a code, a silent code almost.
exact of respect. Most of these women are married. Some of them married. Some of them
Yep.
still looking husbands. Some
Yep.
of them are mothers, and out of sheer respect, I miss them again in life. We hear them up on everything, and life goes on. What me gonna do? Oh boy, I'm not tell her me fuck that girl the mother is man, and me dig out the boy the mother for like what the fuck does that do for me? And this is something I really wonder. Like at the end of the day,
It's
do, do,
complete ego.
do
Complete
you
and
know?
ego.
Do you know what it feels like to be my brother, and me stand up on the corner reason, and
Yeah.
almost 30 women pass, and 30 of them, my brother slap at least 23. I know it's not like a joke me I make, but I wish I was. My brother was a dog. And that was only what walk past with. Him tell me say, my fuck she, and he's one of those guys who don't need to lie. A few of them, when him drunk, him call them over and ask them in front of them, and them say, yeah, I'm fine, to fuck. Blah, 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 Yeah, man, him can do him thing, man, but that's not never going for me and him. Because unfortunately, my brother is bare. He's barren. That's something most men don't want to hear. Oh my God, I was terrified at one point. Because I waited so long to have kids. I wonder if I shoot blanks. But yeah, you're lucky. I wonder, yo. Don't tell me say you don't fucking wonder too, bro.
Of, bro, every day
Well,
I'm in a
especially in
market.
especially in this day and age where testosterone levels are falling. They're falling daily, bro.
I question and think about that like almost every other day. Like me not think
Yeah.
about it to the point I start mad out, but like me just think myself, yo, am I going to have a kid one of these days when I actually settle down? Am I going to actually produce something? Like me think about this stuff, you know.
Yeah, men think about this stuff, but society don't look on it that way. They make it look like men just get up out and up and out in these streets, just fuck down people, girl pitney, and just a gift. I'm like, yo, I had to tell somebody the other day, like, yo, a good percentage of black men don't see a vagina till them up in them 30s. Oh,
True.
really? Really? I said, yes. In this day and age, and like the 90s or the early 2000s. This is like 22 years into the year 2000, people. Society has changed drastically.
Yep.
One time man used to go to college and could have fucked college girl, but nowadays, if you don't have a vehicle, if you don't have money, those
Yep.
girls don't look
Yep.
at you.
Or
They
if you
really
or
don't.
if in some way you don't have something that is going to benefit them, might as well you just
Exactly.
walk away.
Sir, one year I was on UWI's campus with my friend while she was going through architecture, right?
Yeah.
We went over to the law section for her to use the Wi-Fi while she studies. You know, I talked to my wife because the Wi-Fi is free, right by the law department. But anyways, she say, "Oh, well, stop by KFC." You know, she say, "Want buy something?" I give her 600. She said she buy something for me. She buy me a zing and whatever, right? But before that, so I was sitting in the car in a suit of white. I was driving a highest van, white with shocking colors from the visor and the. It looked nice. I mean, a full suit of white, right? A nigga look good. This college girl walked up to my door with her two friends behind her. Female looks at me and says, "Sir, how are you tonight? Man, you're looking really good." Like, thank you, baby. I appreciate that. She's like, I know this might sound like a joke, but I have a serious question to ask you. How do you feel about, just spend a money upon me, pick me up every now and again? You can just want to fuck me. Did you hear what I just said? This girl don't even give me a direct figure. She just want me to pick her up, give her money every now and again, so I can go and fuck her. And this girl is a college student. College student. This girl don't know if I'm a fucking kidnapper, murderer, raper, extortionist, human trafficker. She don't know none of that. And this was during the time when human trafficking did slowly start up on a rise, but the mindset of people changed as time goes along. The girl says she not look no youth for your age, because them can't do nothing for her. So where's the big man? Same such as I wish I was making this shit up. Same way the girl said to me. So to turn to her friend and say she not see what the point she had to do with her age. They ain't got shit to give her. Then she turned and faced me and said, "Well, yeah, I said, sir, where's the big man? You set me up at my offer." I was speechless. And the first never see a Jamaican college girl this direct when it come to exchange, because that's what it really is to men. It's an exchange for money and the occasional pickup when my circle or she doesn't know say beat me a beat out of her tribe. Shit, sometimes she don't even have to come. She wouldn't even have to go nowhere. We have to do it in the van. You understand? So again, this is a weird way how society has devolved. I'm not say devolved. I don't mean that shit. It has devolved. The way how people look upon people nowadays. It's sickening. Everybody's all of it's all about me. What you can do for me. I want something for me. What can you do for me first before I can tell you what I can do for you? But I need to know what you can do for me. All about me, 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 me. No wonder everybody not getting to what they want with their life.
What can you do for us? Why isn't it
Yeah,
us? Everybody is all for themselves. You know, it's such a simple thing to ask, but then when you really get down to the nitty gritty of it, you really find out that lots of people, as Shrek would say, don't have any layers. Yo, that shows deep as hell.
Yeah, but most people don't look on it that way.
Of course they don't. Why would they? Everybody's out for themselves.
Exactly. Exactly. It break my heart because I say I know a lot of good people that unfortunately think that way. Because of that way of thinking, they're going to die that way. Them all for themselves. We know people right now who miserable, have their money, sit on how much, almost six, as a quote unquote, six figure, sit on 6 figure and all them investments. And the one thing that will bring them happiness is the one thing them will never get a meaningful relationship with a man that they fucking respect. Because them earning achievements gone too high. The kind of man with them what I want, don't want them. Man who them can get, lazy, impassive, yeah, pussy. I'm sorry. And those domineering women who get those pussy niggas hate the masculine men because them don't want them. That is sad. Like an eternal blame game. Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, at one point, you know, they just look on the manosphere and everything. You see people hold women accountable, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, that's all good and well, but what exactly is it solving for anybody? I
That's what I
don't get me
want
wrong,
to
you know. Like MTR, I respect him for all he's done. But like, when has any of his videos ever like delved into a solution for men itself? For like, yo, this is what we as men need to do, and women need to like uplift this. Like, I get it, you know. If you have a product and it's working for you, yo, do you get all of that. But it's just so concerning for so many creators. Just stick to one thing, and everything is still the same. Like nobody is going out of them way, apart from probably us. Because we start to realize that, yo, we can't continue upon the same nonsensical part of calling women. Which is one of the main reasons why I don't want such man even depend this so often no more. Because him, man, just dark for no reason. And sometimes I can't even bother with him.
Oh.
Virgo. Like, but I'm a friend and thing, but like, bro, this man has been so scarred by his past, I don't think he could even tell left from right anymore.
That's sad.
Brother, it concerned me. And the fact that, yo, this man have picked me before me, it is more concerning.
There you go. Well, sir, like I said, people need to understand, so life isn't sunshine and rainbows. It's choices and trade-offs. Your goal in life is to pick someone that you can contend with, not compete with. Someone that you can. The goal in life is to have their back and they'll have your back. That's it. Life is mostly very routine-wise. Once you finally get to know each other to a level, life is normally routine. It's just that you learned how to understand the person you're with. Stop trying to turn them into what you think they're supposed to be. Learn to understand the person you are getting to be involved with. I wish, even though I can't tell a man how to live them life, but if you're going to be sexually active for someone, be realistic here. Don't have sex with someone that you don't see yourself being with.
And you know, we say that, and people still people still end up doing the same foolishness. You know what I think we should better do? For like cement on the point. If within a week you are better yet within, let's say, the time that it took you to meet this person, talk with them, end up liking them and have sex with them. If by then you don't have some form of end game, then just end
Yes.
it right here.
Yes.
Because you're going to go
And
around in circles,
mhm.
questioning everything, and then it all boils down to it wasn't meant to be. And that is just a waste of time for everybody
Yes,
involved.
for everybody, including you ladies. And you need to understand, like I said, I want better outcomes for my black race. You are a part of that black race. So yes, when you hear me talk a bit critical about women, it's not that I hate women. This is why we're doing these shows. I want more questions, and believe me, a good portion of the question them don't ask yet. Maybe on the next video, maybe on the next podcast, we will
Yeah,
stick more to the questions, and because there's so many serious questions that people are not asking. Like for instance,
of course.
do you have any mental issues in your family?
I
Is your father known for violence? Is your father abusive? How do you react when you get angry? There's so many questions
you want to know the
that
funniest thing
should be
about all
asked
of
that
those
are not
questions?
asked these days nowadays. It really isn't. Like, can you cook? What do you like to eat?
You
How
want to
like
know what I was supposed to me about asking those questions because I think those questions are being asked, but the responses to them are always so negative for some reason. Like, okay, yes, you had a Klaus Michelson type of father relationship. Okay, cool. You probably don't want to talk about it. But when are you ever going to speak about it, really? Like, you think you can clock up all your emotions and end up still being married? Are you dumb? You think that's healthy for even you or are the person you're supposed to be spending your life with? All right, think about your kids. You think you can put on a face for them and they're not going to see the negative portions you have?
of course you're going to notice. Unless and that's another thing people need to also understand. Children learn from what they see. Why do you think girls at a certain age when they start to blossom under the guise of a mother, they normally start, especially a single mother. No offense, ladies, no offense to the single mothers, but let's be real here. Most single mothers don't tend to be strict when it comes to certain outfits for girls, especially when this is your girl. The two of you ate ice cream and you were there for her first period and all this stuff. You and her bond so much that unfortunately most women tend to treat their daughters like they're their friends. That's up to me one of the biggest problems ever occur in all of this. When women forget, there's a line between parent and friend. Some people put friend in front of the parent. This is why you get end up here, like when we see at the park, that little girl giving a young man a slappy tappy in a broad daylight with nobody, no concern that anybody was to screech around or crawl around from any angle. Where this dude can't move. It's not like he can turn his body because his thing is in her mouth. So he can only see to the left, to the right, and in front of him. And he can try to glance over his shoulder, but that really don't mean shit. So, oh, shoot. My heart. But yeah. Yeah, then. So, yeah, so that's what me I talk about.
Yeah. I
And
mean, I share most of the same sentiments because
well, I know,
honestly,
well, I know. So, sorry for cut you. So my friend earlier today was speaking about the same thing I must about the girl at the park, and he's like, "Well, this happens in also two parent households too. Girls still do that stuff too." And I'm like, "Yes, they do. They do. They still do a lot of freaky little things where they're not supposed to. But guess what? The difference between the one that was in broad daylight in the park being influenced to do that and the one who have a daddy is there's a good chance the one with the father who has a real father in her life, she will try to hide. She would have go where? She would have go what? Probably in a car. Probably in a house. Probably behind a closed door. Because what? Image matters. Because the way how her father views her and the world view her matter because her father teach her self-respect. Her father teach her a real daddy. Teach her what the foundation of self-respect is.
Yep.
And if she knows what she's doing doesn't give her good reviews in the eyes of the public, she, like anybody who has sense, she's going to try and protect her image. So she'll tell him, say, oh, she not give no video. She not want no picture take her. She not want, yeah, and when she tell name what the whole of this shit, you're like, oh my God. Blah, blah, blah. No. Because she understands it. There is no evidence of her doing this freaky shit out there. Her image is still clean. The only person is your word, and who gives a fuck what you think? All she can say, I lie in my tail. And it done this up. Shit, she can push further and say, that pussy, I tell lie for me. And him catch a case right there, so. But the point me I try to make is this. At the end of the day, whether you have a father or not, public image doesn't matter. And when she does that to that dude, that young dude, and he tells his friends, what do you think the change starts to happen? After a while, his friends start reaching out to her. And him said, boy, shit, yo, I had light, bro. I heard his light, bro. Bro, we're in the park, bro, and I convinced this chick to suck me off, bro. Right there in the park, bro. Are you serious? People in front of us, and there was people in front of them too. But they were on the gate, closer to the exit. But them days like way down the back. So if you ever see what them I do, you feel like literally like staring at them from that distance. But because my daddy catch them as do them I do, we could have tell. But the point, better man. Fathers are a necessity. Mothers need to break out of them feelings, get over it. I get it. It didn't work. And for all the croft father them, every pussy, every croft bacule who purposely walk out of them pitney life because what? They never ready for no youth and me never. Why you breed her for? Tell what you breed her for. Yeah, bad man, yeah, this whatever. You make take a pill. And for those women who trap man, buy one man to get rid of me not ready for no youth. You can't vex you in down there. He told you me not ready for no youth. Then why did you trap him into a no?
And
People
bet,
need to
you're
grow
surprised
up.
he's a deadbeat.
People need to grow the fuck up and stop thinking this way. It's not healthy. It really isn't. Nobody never force you to bend over. Nobody never put no gun in your head. And again, for those who did get a gun put at them head and not you, I sincerely apologize to anybody who's experienced them kind of trauma. I can only imagine what you've been through. But what man say is not aimed at you.
The majority of the
But
cases are
exactly, the majority. What I'm saying exactly, what I'm talking about, the majority case are people who purposely go to them way, hold on to some bullshit ideologies, but purposely keep them from actually move on to the next chapter of them life. Family, I'm gonna be honest with you people, it's been 10 years. My daughter is 3 years old. I've been married for almost 10 years old. 10 years. One of the best choices I ever made was getting married. Especially how society turned out to be now. I am glad I chose to be married way back then. The chaos of just hooking up with someone in this day and age is so crazy that even when it's consensual what am I again? Consensual sex.
Yep.
Most men nowadays have many video cameras to show that it wasn't forced. It wasn't, men have to be making these videos
But
not
that's
to
the
show
reality
off.
now, because now with the way the system set up against men,
Mm-hmm.
The man, they have their prerogatives, and
Yes.
even if they have the evidence, them reputation still I get tarnished because he was accused and that's somehow great, but she gets away scot free. Yo, bro.
So, I'm not trying to show a man. And this a society reach now. Even my friend who have him house up further north, the same place, man have camera in every room, every section, nine place, man have a camera. Because the man say, yo, in case argument broke between him and him own, nobody never say him put him on for nobody. We have him cameras them in him place, long time away. On him back porch, everywhere for him house, have a camera. And he on him phone. You understand me? So, I guess everybody have to know. Because you can't trust women anymore. Just as much as you can't trust men, you really can't trust women. It takes one line. It takes one line to ruin a man's life. Oh, oh! It takes one answer. What's up? All right. First off, if you have no intention of being sexual with anyone, please, people, listen to me. Please listen to me. Don't go into an enclosed area where only you and that person will be there. Do not do that. Especially you know that this person has expressed sexual tension or sexual feelings towards you. Do not, and I repeat, it's not smart to go in an enclosed area with them alone. You do not do that. Some people would argue, say, I didn't force him or tell him to put his hands on me. True, but and I know I don't most people not gonna like that part here, but if you know how this person feels about you, and you know that you have said this directly to them that you have no intention of being XXYZ with them, why would you why would you go into an area that is enclosed by yourself just because? Once a man expresses sexual interest in you, from that point forward, you should never be comfortable being one on one by yourself with them if you have to be around them like that. If you have to, fine, but never in an enclosed area. Never wise. And I know some people will push back and say, well, why should she? She didn't ask for him to make advances on her. She was just being a friend. And he, after she told him no, still pushed. And again, the human brain is wired differently. You have a lot of people out there that are telling young men, say, if she said no the first time, just give her a few minutes and then try again. And if she resists you less, or she doesn't get mad and jump up and like try to kick you or do something severe to you, give it a few moments and try one more time.
Not
You
harass.
have yes, you have people who are advising young men that this is quote unquote this is the
Yo,
right approach.
for one thing, if I do become a teacher and it's at an all boys school, tell them young you them tell them this.
Mm-hmm.
If she said no, you better turn your head, say good evening, and leave. Because if you continue to pester her, there's a good chance you might end up places where you don't want to end up. And I have seen lesser men fall
Mm-hmm.
just because them couldn't listen. And and
Uh,
this is not to say that women aren't complicated, because some of them, the ridiculous ones, I mean, when they say
mm-hmm.
no, they mean yes and all that bullshit. But we are
Yep.
talking about most of the simplified women who
Mm-hmm.
are, you know, When they say no, they really mean, yo, F off and leave me alone. You
Leave
see
me
me?
alone. Mm-hmm.
But men just have this context where she says no, let me pester her some more because I really want her. Bro, if she wanted you, she would have made the
Good.
first step.
Sir, I say to everybody who live, I say, I understand this. Women know from the first 5 minutes of dealing with you, of just meeting you, if them will fuck you or not. Shit. From your meter, you already get the draws. You just don't have to say anything stupid. Keep a masculine frame and just play the role.
I
Play it
remember,
accordingly.
I remember
And you
that bit
fuck it.
from such
And
man.
you will
When you
and you
edit
will
from,
fuck it.
I remember
You
that.
will fuck it. hmm It works. Believe it or not. Women know. Girls have met me. Girls have met me in less than met me in less than 5 minutes. And I've been in rooms in awkward positions. I barely know this girl, and this girl I kill it. It's like she here said this will be the last ride of her life. And she ride me for dear life. And she climax, she jump off, wipe herself up, go out to the party like nothing ever just fucking happened. And I'm on the bed, hard as a rock, like what the hell just happened? Was I used? So again, I'm sorry for all of the graphic images of me I put me I talk, but I try to show you how women differ from men. And she was beside her dude, the dude, and that's the weirdest thing is the dude that she came with, she went and hugged him up and right there on his shoulder. And I'm like, you were just doing the crap out of me for the last like 20 minutes. You went hardcore for climax. As soon as you get what you look for, you wipe up, draw back your clothes, and walk right up like nothing didn't just happen. It's like she just used the toilet. You ever just say?
Yep.
It was like she just went for a bathroom break and come back. And she go back, go sit down right beside like nothing ever just happened. I'm like, and she laugh and I talk to everybody and I run joke and I'm just walking past and I glance and she glance and me and I glance make four and then she just nod her head. And she kept on talking to her friend and I'm like, wow, this nigga never know me just beat the shit. Me just beat the shit out of him woman a while ago. I don't even know. She don't make him no wiser. So for those men who believe that cheating takes, I don't know, a day or a week of planning, no, it doesn't. Take a few minutes, really. Takes a few minutes. So this was when I was single, by the way. But yeah, and women to me are better at cheating than men. I don't care. I mean it, and it sounds weird.
That's a
Fuck up.
proven fact.
But women are
The
better
only
cheaters.
reason that men keep on getting caught is because half of the men that get caught are dumbasses anyway.
Mhm.
Women will have them man cheat on him, and he will die not knowing that he was cheated on if
Of
she's
course.
good enough. So
Shit. Hold on. Wasn't there was a case in 2018 where this this man at near 90 something found out that his wife cheated in like 1940 something after near what 50 something 60 something years of marriage. Left her. Left her. So she took a different cock in here 65 years ago, and that was enough for the man to leave her. So is that man petty? You be the judge. You be the judge. 65 years ago, she fucked one other nigga that she wasn't supposed to. 65 years of marriage gone. That was a traditional relationship. They were no matter them reach a point where them might live off of them social security. Them might get ready for dead. And dog make sure divorce her before him dead. So to those jackasses who believe say Does fucking make sense? It really doesn't. 65 years of marriage gone, and oh, he's petty, but I mean, look from film point of view. Hmm? I've been nothing but faithful for you for the last 65 fucking years, and you end up cheating on me. You cheated on me. I don't know if it was that or the, I don't know if the year after them married, or if it was 2 or 3. I don't know how much years it was. But the fact that she still stayed up with him for 65 years and kept that shit to herself. 65 years she kept that shit to herself. I don't know how he figured it out. Somebody tell him and see a whole picture. Some add up something click and him finally make sense of it. And she finally confess. Dude still left her ass. So he was in his 90s. So to all of them people who believe that men don't have feelings, especially for the one who believes that men are tools, objects to use, the none of money in the medicine to chat to him, the woman like that, I wish you know well.
Yeah,
Because
no. Yeah, no,
60
more.
and, 60 and 70, it's a horrible fate awaits somehow in a year. I've seen what 70 unmarried, 3 children, miserable look like. No husband. Been married a few times, but no husband at the end of the day. You're aging, not now going. And that's why you would normally get a husband because him income and your income would add up together. You understand? So when you make your little thing, team little thing add up. And that's how the two of them make it through life till you die or he dies. His pension will probably protect you till the day you understand? That's how it normally used to be. This was nothing, this wasn't rocket science. This was normally explained to children at a young age. But not anymore. It's crazy. I hope for these things to register because I said, and I repeat, my ultimate goal, my ultimate desire is to see the black people make better choices when it comes to relationships, partners, families. I want to see all of that good stuff because I'm seeing too many young people being convinced that them need to be near them 30s before them start look at husband and don't understand. So when a man realize,
I think I think they confuse
mhm,
this whole building each other
mhm,
from early and thinking
mhm,
like I've never understood what like yo, you don't have
mhm,
to rush to get kids, you know. I mean,
mhm,
if you want to get them early, I mean that's your choice, but yo, you can still deal with somebody. There's
mhm.
nothing wrong. You can be with somebody and then decide say, yo, this is the time. And if you get the kid early, well, you work
So
with
be
it.
it. Yeah,
That's it.
so be it. Yeah.
But you wait till them grey and old at about now is the time I want for married when your looks don't match up to your standards no more. Like what the hell does that makes no
But yeah,
sense.
but then here's the problem now. Them looks don't match up to them standard, but them still holding on to the standards of their life because them believe that the money with them have equates to what people are supposed to want from them. It doesn't work that way. And they say that to women take offense because they were marketed. This was marketed to them, as in this is what would be considered attractive to men. An educated woman. Men don't want brain dead women and blah blah blah. And feminism try to force men to like what men like, and men say hell no. If you don't want to go on the thing, go ahead. We're not stopping the road. You're not gonna force me for like what you offer because you want me for to say, okay. So this is what's on the menu. You're gonna take it. No, men aren't the most cooperative sex to deal with. Men are known for being quite stubborn as well when it comes to certain things.
Yup.
Especially when it comes to we being told or asked for certain issues. You can't force a guy to be more than what he wants to be in life. Especially if he's confident in himself. People need to understand that a confident man in himself is a man that is worthy, if not prime candidate to be a husband. In life, you want someone confident, somebody concise. Be with you want somebody that has an idea, a vision, a plan, and an execution in mind to make what they're talking to you about a reality. That used to be one of the main talking points when people used to date. You understand? You wanted to know if this person was worth your time by touching on the more keen issues that you would ask when it comes to getting to know someone personally.
Yup.
But that's what really precedence at the end of the day. You have to make sure that this person at the end of the day you can tolerate them. They can tolerate you. Are you someone I can work with? At the end of the day, that's what I always boil down to. Are you someone I can work with? That's what now it boils down to people. I hate when take it so personal. Like, I can't believe it. Oh my god, I can't believe you said that. No. This is reality. I'm surprised. I come American and Americans don't even know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm like, what? What are you talking about? Like, my guy, I'm like, wow, this is sad. Not only that, you don't know basic gender roles and things. You tell me, say, your education is supposed to mean something to me. And no matter how much we tell you, say, it really doesn't. It really doesn't. And instead, you just take it for what I say when I say it doesn't mean anything to me.
Yeah.
Instead, you go into I'm going to prove you wrong mode. Never ends well. I don't like to make women feel silly or stupid, even though it's somewhat easy because you think simple logic would make you pick correctly. Because it's not really not that hard when it comes to men. That's why men can read men. Because we know we're simple. But no, we don't forget information about a man. That's how much a man is hiding his true intention. If you word the question the right way, he
Yeah.
will answer. He will answer honestly. He probably won't say put himself in that position, but he's answering honestly what he would do if it was him in that position. He probably won't put his name behind it, but the way how he answers speaks volumes. And you need to think that way too if you intend to like be serious with anybody in a real life. When people tell you the truth, believe them. Make them prove themselves wrong. When somebody tell you say I'm a thief, your girl is me all over, they're telling you the truth. You serve a bag of girl. He's telling you the truth. it's too far-fetched, you know? And you
Yep.
want to be special. You want to be above scrutiny. So when you find out the man have a full pitney, so what you tell yourself after that? Sometimes I wonder, you know. What do you tell yourself after that? So many questions. So what time you know, bro?
Well, should be 12:36 your time, 11:38
Mm-hmm.
my time now.
Okay. So you heading to bed?
So, probably do some little reading and then head off. Now work no overtime
Mm.
today. Yeah,
Good man. Good
yeah.
man.
Working off overtime last week so, for the people in double payout, so that should be enough for me, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What the hell is going on here?
So,
All right.
the lie, it was a good session, good talk. We
Yeah.
should send
Yeah.
it there still, but you know,
Mm. Yep.
always a pleasure having the great Bradshaw raised with, as per
Same
usual.
here, my man. Same here, and we still have a continuation for the next one coming up again.
Yeah, cause this topic kinda hum along nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Hum along
So,
nicely.
yeah, I mean, I feel a way. Like I said, there might be a few jobs every now and again, but
Yeah, but we'll keep on track. I mean, most of what we said here
mm,
wasn't as egregious as the last one, because to be honest, we did kind of stray, but we kind of kept on topic for most with our points.
uh,
If here,
yeah, because like I said, ladies, end of the day, there's more of a burden upon the decisions you make when it comes towards men than it is for men when it comes towards women. Yes, it's important for men too, but men can father multiple children at once. A woman can only have one child per month. That's how unfortunate life makes it. So it's not fair. I'll tell you not to accept it, but it's a hand that we both were dealt. And I
yep.
say this to a woman before, take it up with your creator. Because I him make the system, so take it up with him. Anywho, doctor, it was fun, my boy.
Yep.
I will see you on the next one. I am going inside.
Bro, take care of yourself and bless up.
Yeah, man. Will do, fam.
All
Peace.
right.